And the story comes from Jefferson himself, who years later described how, as the Declaration was being edited by Congress, word by word, he was sitting in his seat, squirming, wincing at every little editorial change, and that in that process, Benjamin Franklin could see how uncomfortable he was, so he walked over to Jefferson, sat with him in the corner, and tried to calm him down. And I always say this to students. Imagine that you've handed a draft of a paper to your professor, and the professor has a red pen, and they're like, nope, bad, out. That's not going to be fun for anybody. And so Jefferson is kind of having a version of that experience. So Jefferson writes, Franklin perceived that I was not insensible to these mutilations. So he tries to distract Jefferson with a joke. And he tells the story of a hatter named John Thompson who wanted to open a shop and planned on creating a sign to hang over his door with the words, John Thompson, hatter, makes and sells hats for ready money, with an image of a hat. But first, Thompson decided he would ask some friends for advice. So one friend said, well, you don't need the word hatter. Obviously, someone who makes and sells hats for ready money is a hatter. Cut the word hatter. Another friend said, take out the word makes. People don't care who makes the hats. Another said, you don't have to include the phrase for ready money, because of course customers are going to be paying money for hats. Yet another thought the word sells hats should be cut because obviously Thompson's not going to be giving away hats. In the end, the sign said only, John Thompson with a picture of a hat. And the moral of the story, Benjamin Franklin told Jefferson, was to avoid whenever possible becoming the draftsman of papers to be reviewed by a public body.